G'day viewers, and welcome to another video from Alex Does DIY. Thanks again for joining us. My name, as you know, is Alex, and we're back out camping again. And what a beautiful spot. God, I love September. September and spring weather is just awesome. There is not a cloud in the sky at the moment. The temperature's perfect, about 23, 24 degrees. Oh man, I love spring. And this location, check this out. So yeah, we're out for another camp, a beautiful spring day camp overnight. I'm hoping it stays cloudless tonight, because as the title of the video suggests, I have no food and I have no shelter for this camp. I'm not gonna talk it up and like some people on YouTube and carry on like it's some sort of 24-hour no food, no shelter challenge. It's not really a challenge. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm carrying enough emergency rations around my stomach to last me a month, so I'm not going to starve if I go 24 hours without food, alright? But we got another fishing rod, and fingers crossed we have better luck than the last time I fished on one of these videos. So we're going to try and catch ourselves a feed to live on for the next 24 hours, and maybe do a bit of scavenging around on the rocks and the surrounding environment here, and see if I can come up with some other stuff that I might be able to eat. I mean, that might be all I might have to eat if I don't catch anything on the rod. And I've got a kilo of squid in my bag as bait. I suppose if I got desperate I could always cook that up, and trust me, it would not be the first time I've done that. But so no, that's not on my plans. If I don't catch any food and if I can't find anything, I won't be eating anything. And with the no shelter, no, I have no tarp. Well, I didn't bring the big tarp. I brought the small tarp as a ground sheet, but I'm not going to be setting up any shelter at all. I haven't got my tent, I haven't got my hammock. I'm not going to be raping the natural environment for any sorts of materials to build to build a natural shelter either. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the weather stays nice and dry and clear tonight. I'm just going to sleep on the ground. I tell you, I'm just sleeping out in the open tonight, trying to catch my own food. Where we are, campfires and open fires are prohibited, so unfortunately, which is a bit sad. I didn't actually realise that till I got here, but you know, fortunately I did bring my little gas burner, so we'll be cooking anything that I find on that. I'm just trying to pick a spot. The first place I've chosen though is just here, and I'm just standing here for a while before I'm going to actually go out there and fish, which is a really good safety tip for anyone unfamiliar with rock fishing, which apparently statistically is the most dangerous sport in the world. Rock fishing records the most deaths. Something I haven't done for a long time, since I was a kid. Actually, I bought this fishing rod, I was thinking about it yesterday. I think I bought this fishing rod when I was maybe about 15 years old, and I still got it. Anyway, I'm standing here looking at this rock platform. I just want to observe it for a little while, because as I'm approaching, it was looking pretty good. But I'm just going to turn the camera to it, and we'll wait for a couple of swells to come in, and we'll see what it looks like. So this is that rock platform just there. And as you can see, as this swell comes in, yeah, if I'm standing out there, I'm going to get a little bit wet. So the other thing I need to be wary about coming around here is that I don't get trapped in by the tide, and to a point where I can't get out. Spot number one is a bit of a bust. I'm going to keep going and see if I can find the next possible spot. Alright, I've reached spot number two, and that's a bust too. It was this platform, this rock platform here, and coming from up this way it looked good, but once I get to here I can see that the rock climbing there is a little bit beyond my capabilities, especially with it. Even if I did leave my pack behind somewhere. All right, I went for a bit of a reconnaissance up that way, and just round this corner it gets worse. Bigger boulders, bigger drop-offs, bigger climbs, bigger gaps. So I've been standing here watching the first option, which was back here, and I think that's the worst. That's the best of the worst of it. It's the best of a bad bunch. Yeah, I don't know. That's my best option at this stage. So I'll just time the waves. So I'm going to head back there, and we'll get a line in, because we ain't going to get a fish until we get a line in. We might also spot some whales while we're here this weekend. That'd be sweet. Anyway, I'm going back to there. All right, we're back at spot number 8. Yeah, we'll give this a crack. Let's we'll rig up. Just stop there. Someone's obviously recently cleaned a fish here. There's a bunch of scales in here. I don't know what that's from. Who can tell me what shape scales they are? Anyway, so I'll get rigged up, eh? There we go. Now look, me and fishing. Okay, now I love fishing. I've been fishing since I was about 13 years old, but I don't do it anywhere near as often as I should, and I'm not as good as it. I wish I was as good at fishing as much as I like it. And yeah, I'm not a great fisherman. You don't want to be taking fishing tips from me. So yeah, I've certainly had a lot more unsuccessful trips than I have successful trips, but you know, I have my occasional win, so fingers crossed we do all right today. So anyway, I've only got limited gear with me, so this is the setup I've got. Is just a star sinker on one of these running Dubalaki things to a barrel sinker. This is some 15-pound fluorocarbon to a, I don't know, don't ask me what size that hook is. The hook's probably a little bit small actually. I've got some slightly bigger ones if it works out to be a problem. So I've got squid for bait today. So let's get one of these babies out. Okay, so there's our whole squid. I'll show you how I like to put these on. And again, I'm no expert, so I don't know if this is the right way, but this is the way I like to do it. So you get your hook, stick it in the top of the hood, like that, and then turn it straight away and push your whole hook in that hole, and then pull it out the bottom of the hood like that, till your hook comes out. Then stick your hook right between the eyeballs, through the head, comes out like that. Let the hood drop. Chuck a half hitch around the top of the hood just to hold that hood up in place. And there you go, your squid's presented nice and natural, just like that. So I'm gonna go and see if I can cast this in. This swell's coming up, I think. I don't know. We'll see how we go. We're gonna be dodging these waves, but I reckon. What we got? Come on. Get under there. No. Oh, it's a decent fish and a bloody line's caught. Yes. What do we got? He's just in the water down here. I've seen a tail before. I don't know what it is. It's got some bloody weight to it. Ah, it's a freaking shark. Rightio, we'll lock him up. Let's see if we can drag him out. Get off the rock, you bastard. That way brought him up. Have a go at this bugger. Gotta watch the waves here. Oh, come on, mate, I don't want to hurt you. Whew. Have a look at you, you bugger. Oh, you're bleeding. Hang on. Let me see if we can get the hook out. Yeah, let me get the hook out. Calm down. That hook ain't coming out. Alright, let me get me knife. Sorry, mate. Stay still. Jesus. Look how that fella. Alright, I'll go and chuck him back. Alright. He's a good, he swam off. I so thought I had some dinner there for a minute. That hook will rust out in no time, don't worry about that. Alright, let's chuck another hook on, we'll go again. Alright, so we're about 2 hours in and not much luck so far with the fishing. Just that one Port Jackson shark or gummy shark. Geez, it was a good size. Yeah, would have been a good meal, that's for sure, but they're not on the menu. Hang on, you're a bit wet. How's that? I hope that's better. I am 100% saturated head to toe and I'm so freaking cold. It's time for plan B, I think. Just go out and see if I can gather some food that I can eat, just in case I don't get any fish. I'm going to do some more fishing obviously, but yeah, like I said, time for plan B. So there we go. Alright, that's what we're after, these things here. You know. There we go. Got him. There we go, look at all the meat in that. Bit of sand as well. Good for roughage. There we go, good bit of bush tucker there. It's what do they call it, limpets. So I'm going to get a few of these and they'll keep till later. Just pop them in the pan, I got one there already. Oh, I missed that one. You got to be quick or they suck in real hard. Ah, missed him. Oh no. And if you're getting anything like this, remember you don't want to take too many from the one spot. tempted fate. Oh God, look at the camera, hang on. I've got nothing. Oh, I found a dry spot on me because after tempting fate and deciding to go and chuck a line in again at this other spot, I was there not longer than 10 minutes and a big wave come along and I got completely drenched. I am completely saturated. Once again, I was so close to being almost dry, and I'm back to being wet and cold again in this wind. So, look, I'm going to maybe take that as a sign. Looking at the time, it's 2:15. I've still got a hike to the spot where I want to stop for the night, and I want to cook up before it gets dark. So I think I'm going to have to resign myself to the fact that there's no fish on the dinner tonight. I'm so sorry, guys. But, you know, that's why they call it fishing and not catching. So I'm going to pack my gear back up again and start hiking out of here. I did spot on the way in, just at the back of the beach there, a whole bunch of warrigal greens or some kiwi spinach. So I'm going to be filling my pockets with that stuff on the way through, and we'll be having that for dinner. Let's go. All right, so here we go. Here's our warrigal greens. So I'm going to grab a heap of this and fill my pockets. It's going to be dinner. I don't want to take too much, obviously, from the one plant. Pocket. And just the same as normal spinach, when you cook it, it breaks down to basically nothing. Alright, that's going to be dinner. Alright, so after a couple of wrong turns, I've reached home for the night. This is where I'm staying, and check out this view. Watch this. How bloody beautiful is that? It doesn't get any better. Let's go a bit further here. Freaking awesome. So this is where I'm staying, not down here. I'm back there a little bit, but yeah, this is as close as I can get. Even standing this close to there gives me the heebie-jeebies, I have to say. I have some weird condition. There is a medical term for it. If I can find it, I'll look it up and I'll flash it up on the screen. And I'm sure there's a medical term for it, but it's where if you walk near the edge of somewhere high, you have a compulsion to jump off. So I don't know what that's all about, but yeah, those thoughts go through my head. Not that I would, but yeah, so yeah, going near the edge of something like that, yeah, just it's not for me. But this is where I'm staying for the night. Someone's had a camp here before, and they've had a bit of a fire pit down here at some point. I'm just not going to risk it, to be honest. It's too windy, and there's obviously a lot of dry grass around and stuff like that. Here's the view to the north. So anyway, I'm going to get my chair out and take a load off for 5 minutes and before I start cooking, because I'm a bit peckish. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start with the warrigal greens. So they've got to be blanched or boiled. Actually, it's recommended that warrigal greens, you cook them twice just to get the acid out of them. So anyway, let me get some water in there. I've got this up as a bit of a windbreak here, so hopefully that's going to help us, because the wind's ripping right across here. There we go. So we'll just bring that to the boil, and then we'll put that the warrigal greens in there. Rightio, here's the warrigal greens that I collected. Now it looks a lot, but don't forget, like normal spinach, it's going to cook down to virtually nothing. The water's just about coming to a simmer, so I'm going to see if I can get all these leaves in here. Right in the pot. Might have to do a couple of batches. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 batches. There we go. Just going to dump that in the plate there. Still nice and vibrant looking. Smells good. Smells like spinach at this point. So there we go. Even at this stage, it's probably edible. Tastes exactly like spinach. Exactly like spinach. But like I said, apparently it's best to cook it twice, so I will be kind of pan frying it before I eat it. So I'm just going to pop these straight in the fry pan. Now, I've never had these before, so once again, I'm no expert. But right, and I'm thinking I'm gonna put just a little bit, I don't know why, a little bit of fresh water in there, like so, and then that goes on the heat. Which it would have been good to cook these in salt water. There we go. Alright, she's balanced. Interestingly, the boiling water is starting to go green. That's a bit bizarre. Check it out. Alright, we've only been going for a couple of minutes already. As soon as I flip them, they drop out of their shell. Get rid of the shells. Just going to drain this water. Rightio, so I think the way it works is the black bit is their guts. So you pull that out, get rid of that stuff, I think. I'm not sure if you can eat this stuff or not. I tried it, it didn't taste too bad. And then you've obviously got the muscly bit here. I don't know if I want to eat that stuff. It looks like it's probably crap. Like it. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave that in. It kind of tastes like prawn, actually. So we'll leave all that brown stuff in. I'm just going to pull all that, the black stuff off. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna eat, I don't know, someone tell me if you can eat that stuff. I'm getting rid of it for now. It kind of tasted alright, but I just don't know. Like I said, I'm no expert. So I'm just gonna leave I'm gonna rip it all off except for the foot. This is the meaty part. There's probably people watching this jumping up and down going, you're throwing away the good bit. it. I'm not going to slice them up, I'm just going to leave them like that. So I'm going to chuck in there a bit of olive oil. Yeah. Plenty of olive oil. Let's get that back on the heat. Chuck in the rest of the warrigal greens now. Alright, that'll do it. Add a plate up. Lovely jubbly. There we go, what do you reckon? Meal fit for kings. Let's try it out. Alright, let's give it a go. Let's try a bit of the warrigal greens on its own first. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yum, that's so good. Alright. Let's try these things then. Get on a fork. Yum. Can you see how excited I am to eat this? That should be good. I reckon it's probably still going to be chewy, but very chewy. Like a bit of rubber. Fairly mild flavour, but it's protein. It'll do. It's not bad. I've eaten worse. Alright, I'm gonna finish this off. Alright, that's dinner done, so I'm gonna take my chair now and bring it over here to as close to the edge as I'm willing to get. Enjoy the view. You never know, I might see a whale. I'm lucky. Apparently they had some south of Sydney yesterday, so you never know. Not much else left to do though, really, when you think about it. No tent or shelter, no fire, no firewood. This is camping. Hey, why don't we always just sleep on the ground? 4:15. Oh, that's the life. Check that out. So I've now got maybe about 40 minutes before the sun goes down over the horizon there, and I tried to find the best spot of where I'm going to sleep, but the wind is just ripping over every part. This area is so exposed out on this sort of peninsula piece of cliff here. Nowhere to shelter, even like I thought, because it's kind of a northerly northeasterly wind, so I thought maybe against these bushes over here or over here we're going to offer me some shelter, but it doesn't matter where I go, you're just getting gusts of wind. So at the moment I've settled on down here. I've just pinned the tarp down, so it's not very level, but it'll do, and certainly a beautiful view. Okay, I don't know if you can see me, it's getting a bit dark. It's just after 6. Yeah, look, I'm getting into bed. It's freezing freaking cold in this wind, and I've got to sit on it at the moment, because if I don't sit on it, it'll blow away. So I'm crawling into bed. I'm going to chuck on a podcast and yeah, see how we go with the night. Well, good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. How was that sunrise? Oh, mate. Although I wish last night's conditions were as nice as they are this morning. It was a beautifully clear night, a really nice night for stargazing. Plenty of stars in the sky. I had one of those nights where I can't actually say for sure whether I got any sleep whatsoever. I don't know. I don't feel like I did, and I don't remember having any sleep. Yeah, I certainly was watching the clock a lot throughout the night. But we got there, managed to tear a big hole in my sleeping pad. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's beyond repair, unfortunately. So it's turned into an expensive trip. It's all good. It's what happens. Anyway, what a beautiful morning. Just been sitting there having my coffee, watching the sunrise come up this morning. Did see one whale. I don't know if it'll come up on camera. Just saw the spurt, that was it. It didn't jump or do anything fantastic. And that was it. And we've got a family of magpies here that have been coming around to say hello this morning while they have their breakfast. Other than that, I'm pretty much packed up and ready to go. So yeah, I suppose on another positive note, I didn't spend the night throwing up from either end from last night's dinner. So obviously those the limpets and the kiwi spinach, it was fine. No issues whatsoever. Give it a go, tuck in, bit of bush tucker. I've thoroughly enjoyed today in this trip and sitting here watching the sunrise, and last night, even though there was no sleep, even though it was windy, even though it was cold, just watching the stars, and it was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I've never done that before, just completely no shelter whatsoever. So I'm calling this trip a success. Even though we had no fish, we did have that shark, which was cool. I've never seen one of those say that, or certainly not caught one that size before. He was a big bugger, and yeah, so a nice fish would have been the icing on the cake, I think. All right, that's me done. I'm packed up, ready to go and hike it out of here. That's another camp done. I've had a thoroughly good time. Really enjoyed myself. It was a new experience, something I haven't tried before. Thank you for watching to the end if you have watched all the way to here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more content coming like this. Please comment down below on what you think. I'd love to hear some, your thoughts on my videos and that sort of stuff. I really appreciate the new subscribers that have come on board, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Feel free to share, tell your mates, all that sort of stuff. I really want to grow this channel into something really big. I really enjoy making the content, and seeing the response from you guys watching the videos just motivates me to get out here more often. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I really appreciate you coming along for the ride. So I'm out of here for now. Have a great day. See you next time.